We are just so full of contradictions, aren't we? Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and I'm happy you're here for this. You need to hear this, number 34. Yep, we are full of it, full of contradictions. I mean, we say we want this or that, regardless of what this or that may be. But yet, we think of all the possible ways, things, and reasons for that not to happen. I mean, chances are we've been told over and over how dreams don't come true for the average person. You know, art doesn't pay. That it's only the special ones, the ones with true passion and talent, that can find success. Even though we were told dreams can come true, we've kind of been showed they really don't. So it's kind of easier to think like that. But what if I mess up? What if is an endless circle of not doing. And there it is. We think of all the ways it can't happen. How could it possibly be? I mean, maybe we work to make it so. But we have that little tick of an inkling that it won't. Taking things step by step and hoping, believing it will happen. And somewhere in the backside of our genius mind, we've already given up. You know, good stuff is meant for good people. Someone else. Someone way more worthy than I. Why do I do this? Am I the only one? I hope not. But then I also hope I am. Because how am I supposed to work myself through this without y'all's help? So here we are. Here we are. We want to do this thing, but we may not know how to go about it. Really, we kind of don't need to. We sort of do, but not really. We don't need the details. As y'all have heard me say more than once, probably more than 10 times even, it almost feels like I don't know what I'm doing. And thereby I certainly don't know how I'm going to get there. Yet I press on, acting like I know, pretending that I do know. Let me remind us that I'm talking in terms of art and craft making. But this may well convert over to other things too. Okay, so we may know by now that first we sort of need to work on how we think about things. Let's just pretend, just make believe that it doesn't matter if it works out perfectly or not. Yes, let's repeat that in our heads often, throughout every day. Okay, we have the hang of that. So let's add this thought. It's okay that it doesn't turn out the way we envision, because it will be okay anyway. Let's try to imagine that it worked out just the way it was supposed to. And let's look at the actual definition of this thing. You know, this word, contradiction. It's a combo of statements. ideas, and so on, that are opposed to one another. A thing that has inconsistent elements. A statement that is opposite to one you already made. You know, this sounds like opposites that may attract. Yeah, like, you know how black and white are like best friends in the world, but humanly, they don't mix. Okay, maybe they do. First one thing, then the next. And y'all have heard me say this before too. Two things can be true at the same time. I like chocolate and Edna does not. Two things opposite of each other, and yet both are true. We don't want to spend money, but gosh, I love that stamp they just came out with. This is just another decision type of talk. You know, like the old leather and lace combo. They sound like it won't work, but we know it does. Like the black and white. We know it does. Yeah, I like that. Oh, but so not like the yes paste and the wet glue. They really don't mix. We have learned that long ago. And I remind y'all of it from time to time. You would think they would work together. I mean, they are both mediums that make stuff stick. But they don't work together. Hey, that's a contradiction, isn't it? Yeah, they don't work together. What do you know? Mystery solved. No, not really solved. The trick, I guess, is we have to find what does work together and what does not. The word work. That thing we don't like to say, but yet it's the core of what we do. Our work, our creative joy. We can't have creative joy unless we create. We must do the work to create and get the reward. If we don't try it, how will we know? Contradictions seem like they don't agree. I mean, you know, the definition even said they are opposed to each other. So yeah, they don't agree. Or do they? Contradictions. If, when, where, what. Maybe they are not so bad after all. And we have yet one more talky talk that ended about the same as it started. Which is always a contradiction to what I want to happen. But so it goes. Let's try not to worry about how it's going to end up. And just enjoy the way we get there. And so it goes. Thanks for listening, and happy artin', y'all.